the parishioner, but he sold the most Bibles. And so they asked him, well, what did you say to the people to sell the most Bibles? And he said, I just said, do you want to buy a Bible, or do you want me to read it to you?
Very good, Glendora.
They don't. You water them.
And loving perfectly all the time means that there will be no more agony. There will be no more writhing with agony. No more suffering, anguish. No more striving desperately. So from one of the most ugly words to one of the best, to aim, to direct one's endeavors to the accomplishment of a purpose. And what is our purpose? To love perfectly all of the time. And we will do it with alacrity, cheerful readiness. That's you. Cheerful readiness. And it is the alchemy that everybody is looking for. This is the answer. To turn what is baser into what is elegant. To be without disease. And to live a nice long life. Loving perfectly all the time. It seems you would, because it is so needed. So let us wipe ourselves clean. Day after tomorrow is a new day. And here, all over, from what looked like dead sticks into glorious leaves. All over, everywhere you look, from brown sticks into green, sweet, soft green leaves. The honeysuckle. "12. Counting blessings. It is our raison d'etre, folks. Dubbing is done, folks. This is group 1. These are all quads. 4 programs per tape. We're going to go over this again because we're going to try to wrap them all today. We're going to try to wrap 64 packages today. This group 2 has 21 TV stations. And group 3, that's about 16 and 17 TV stations. Group 4 is the smallest of all, and that looks to me like 12 TV stations. So we're going to start out, and to each of these people, as we wrap each TV station's tape, we're going to send a blessing. Took about an hour, folks, to do the first 10. We're just screening a chat with Glendora for company here. These are the TV stations who will play a half an hour chat with Glendora every week, and we'll take all 4 of those half hours on one VHS, which saves greatly on the work and the postage. Thanks. Want to know who they are? Well, there's Los Alamos. Houston Media, Stephen Lefevre, Stephen Quick. This is mine. Alan Sherman in Trenton, New Jersey. Oh, glory divine, heir of salvation. George Malone and Kevin in Greenberg. Thank you. And please send me some more VHSs, please. And Jennifer at Larchmont Mamaroneck Cable TV. Good day long.
They're on their way back,
Norwich, thank you, Alan. Thank you, Holly. That's Norwich, Connecticut. Portland, Oregon. Gresham.
What happened, honey? What happened?
And
Did she answer the door? Yeah. And you handed the dish?
And
What happened?
oh yeah, hi Robert Joyce, Litchfield, Connecticut. We got to do something about sending the tapes back. You know, Albert LeBrun used to drive to Torrington every week and get a shot from this doctor. He and 2 or 3 other fellows used to do it. And so I called him up and I said, "Are you still going up to Torrington, Connecticut?" And he says, "No." And I says, "Why?" And he says, "The doctor died." Jeff Corsella and Paul, one of the nicest people I know in this, and Joe at Public Access in Manchester, New Hampshire. This is Berkshire, and they play Chat with Glendora 2 hours every night, Monday through Friday, for every month, all month long. So we'll put the dates on these.
Here's the potatoes.
Is you hungry? But your clock is wrong in your stomach. It is only 11:15.
Me either.
Tail straight up, that means feed me. Poor trees, they took such a beating. There's more cleanup. Oh, poor trees. Hear them cry. That's too bad. How long did that take, folks? Here's the next 10, 11 through 20, and they're all hard wraps, too. It's hard to wrap 4 VHS. It was much faster when we had only 1 VHS to wrap. And do you see what happened over here? All of Group 1 is done. Here's Group 2 waiting over here. Over there, over there. Jesus calls us o'er the tumult of life's wild and restless sea. Day by day his sweet voice sounded, saying, "Christian, follow me." Now this is Group 3 and Group 2 mixed together.
And you're a pretty mixed kitty cat, too. Yeah, you're kind of mixed. Yeah, you want me to scratch your chinny chin? Hmm? That's what you want? I scratch your chinny chin. Oh, I feel a bump. Uh-oh.
And group 23 mixed in with group 2. What? It's fun. The whole thing is fun. Don't you want a TV show? On 69 TV stations? A new show every week? Don't you want that? I forgot to show you 21 to 30 and who the TV stations were. And I put them in the bag without videotaping them to show you first. But it's 10 of them. And they're all VHS except 2. And the pile over there, can you see if it's going down? I don't know if I like the way I did this time. I don't know. Do you think it's better just to run them off and then to distribute them later? Fasted until 5 p.m. TV stations number 31 to 40. $2.60 each one. 4 shows in each package. So that's another 40 shows added to the 120 that have already gone out. 116. And how many more, kiddies? We've still got... I think I did the whole thing wrong. I'll never do it that way again. It's all wrong. I wish you would read to me the Be Perfect book on audio tape, so I could play it when I'm doing things like this. Vegetarian supper tonight was macaroni and tomato sauce, fresh parsley, green beans frozen and cooked, and wham, which is vegetarian ham. 8 p.m. I forgot to videotape for you TV stations number 41 to 50. Whoops. Hold everything. That's this bag right here. They were mostly DVDs, but 8 of them went to Binghamton, Time Warner. And I'm 2 hours late for a retreat, so I have to make good on that right now. She was asleep over in the bed, and I'm trying to keep these messages on these shows. I'm trying to get them out. So I guess she was lonesome, and she comes over and sits right down on my work. But then she likes the heat of the light, I think. Look how she covers her eyes with her hand. It's pretty endearing. So it's 10:30 p.m. We started 51 to 60, and the first 4 are wrapped. Peekskill, Bridgeport, Poughkeepsie, and Rhinebeck, Tivoli, Red Hook. May 1st, 2009, Anno Domini, Friday, 8:55 a. Thank you for the 80th year completed. Thank you for starting the 81st year. And we started it with the sanctuary, the joy book, listing yesterday's blessings and concentrating and expanding the one and only goal, the one and only aim, to direct one's endeavors toward the achievement of a purpose. What is it? You know. It's to love perfectly all the time. Now, just as soon as the chat with Glendora is done for April events May cablecast, Glendora avouched that she would observe a Sabbath for 24 hours, even though it isn't a Sabbath. It's a make good. And all of the TV stations have 4 programs, and all of the programs have a TV station. So there are 59 of them wrapped, each one with 4 shows for the 4 weeks of May. There's just one thing left. Send to Richard Wolfley $210 for 21 shows to be put onto the internet. Folks, did you know that you can watch a chat with Glendora on Google? You don't have to go to .com or whatever it is, youtube.com. Thank you, George Dixon. That adds up to a lot of money, doesn't it? Oh, it does. Like $140 every month to mail them. And so we will print the contents just as soon as we finish God First. And we will get a money order for $210. And we will ask for delivery confirmation. And that will end a chat with Glendora for April, as I say, to be cablecast in May. What do you think of that? Why is it so important? Why do we volunteer? Why do we spend our money? It's entirely a liability. There's no asset about it financially. I'll tell you why we do it. Because it's a big opportunity to help people be happy, to help people go alone with God the first thing in the morning and find out what they're made for, what they're created for, to do it. To be satisfied, to be exhilarated, to be perfect. Sebastian, did you eat your second breakfast? Now you want to go out again? Did you sing happy birthday to me? I sang happy birthday to my mother and father. To them, I give great gratitude that I was born and they took care of me when I was so helpless. And for year after year after year and year, food, gave me clothing, gave me a home, protected me, gave me an education. Do you have an education? Have you gone to school? Have you graduated?
Okay, I'll let you out. Yes, you said please. You only have to say it once, though. I heard you the first time. Sort of a dark, sunless day with wind blowing over the rubbish can, and it blew the little thermometer off the wall, and I don't know if it's going to work or not because the little glass tube is out of it. I'm going to tell you the joke again about this part of the thermometer said I'm a graduated scale, and this side of the part of the thermometer said maybe so, but I have more degrees than you do. All right, back to the sanctuary and read the Bible, meditate on it, sing a hymn, and say a prayer. Meditate, create, and study the words for this week. And you just don't do any of those things. You just eat and sleep and play and purr. And ask for more. From the sanctuary, today's hymn. God of grace and God of glory on thy people, pour thy power. Free the fears. No, from the fears that long have bound us. Free our hearts to faith and praise. Grant us courage, grant us wisdom for the facing of this hour. For the facing of this hour. Oh, Dr. Fosdick. Oh, he was very famous. Decision. Came time to do the May calendar. This is the quick log for each day. The quick log. Decision. We're going to eliminate these. We're going to give it a try, and we will do it in the Joy Book. This is the one and only goal, one itself, to love perfectly all the time. That's written horizontally, and this one is written vertically, of the one goal. Decision. Consolidate it into the Joy Book. Chat with Glendora log. On 2 internets, on 1 internet. $2005. No, that was 2004, February. See, yesterday we wrapped 59. Day before, Wednesday we finished the dubs. They took 5 days. It was something like 300 shows. And yesterday we wrapped them. Posted 20 of them, 20 of the 60 packages. This is the videotaping. The videotaping is first.
And you put the titles on it, and then you'd make the dubs, and you wrap them and post them. Oh, you also have to figure out the distribution, to figure out which shows go to which TV stations, which municipalities. I think we will consolidate that into the Joy Book. And the fifth goal, as with all of the others, wait a second, goals 2 and 3 have been accomplished. And 4. And 5 is the highest rated TV show, but that will happen with 1 loving perfectly all the time. So goodbye. This is the rest of the quick log for each day, which now be incorporated in the Joy Book. Where's your mommy? Where is your mommy? You're too little to be without your mommy. And this is the weather log. Sunny or cloudy, temperature, wind or not. Dry or wet. And fast until 5:30 p.m. until 5 p.m. excuse me. And this was accomplished all of January, half of February, all of March, and most of April. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is when Lent was over, Easter. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were only 6 days of April that didn't have a fast until 5 p.m. Now remember, this is May 1st, 2009. It's a Sabbath make good. We're going to try to spend 24 hours with God, no work, lying quietly, listening, and see if we can't find out the ultimate origin of the universe. See if we can't find out everything about the existence of God and the nature of God. I believe one could, if one observed the Sabbath. What's it mean to observe the Sabbath? Well, I guess just what .com is doing. You're not supposed to do any work. You're supposed to have it all done by Saturday midnight. And then you're supposed to spend the Sabbath.
I have to say tonight.
I got a joke to tell.
Oh, that's right. Glendora has a joke to tell.
This church had a Bible selling contest, and the man who sold the most Bibles stuttered, and he stuttered badly. And so all the parishioners, but he sold the most Bibles. And so they asked him, well, what did you say to the people to sell the most Bibles? And he said, I just said, do you want to buy a Bible, or do you want me to read it to you?
Very good, Glendora.
By Saturday midnight. And then you're supposed to spend the Sabbath